Brooke. You're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, how are you?
Brooke, I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
I am going to talk to you and then go to class.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I might, you know what? Depending on how this goes, I might give you a permission slip to skip class. We'll see how it goes.
That would be great.
Yep. All right. So what's going on?
So I'm currently majoring in nutrition.
Okay, Brooke, hold on 1
registered.
second. Let's get your phone, if you can get it maybe positioned right on your mouth. You're a little bit muffled.
Is this better?
It is better. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm currently majoring in nutrition to become a registered dietitian, but I'm currently thinking about becoming a teacher. I just still don't know, though. I feel pretty lost, and I'm scared I will pick a career that I will get burnt out on.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to get to that fear in a second, but I want to start by saying all you have to do is actually observe and ask. That's it. Observe and ask, and your heart's going to reveal to you. So you don't need to be really afraid. I want to get to what's behind the fear in a moment, because I think that's the biggest issue today. But from a practical nature, Ken, how do I pick? I mean, is nutrition the right thing? Do I want to be, I thought about being a teacher. And okay, we don't have to worry about that. All we have to do is 2 words, observe and ask. Now, do you understand what I'm saying, or you need me to unpack that for you?
I guess like a little bit.
Great. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to observe, whether it's online, if there's a nutritionist who has an Instagram page, a YouTube channel locally in the area where you're going to school, and you can reach out to them and say, hey, is it appropriate? Do you allow people to shadow your work? And that's what I mean by observe. If they've got Instagram reels and posts, go observe. Find 5 awesome nutritionists that have a good following and good content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, and just observe. In other words, digest, okay? And when you're digesting and observing, it's going to be pretty apparent to your heart. Your heart is either going to get excited or more interested or disinterested. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now listen. If you get with somebody, you ask lots of questions. Favorite part of your day? Worst part of your day? Best way to get qualified to do what you do? How'd you grow your business? Do you understand the observe is to, it's almost from afar and up close, but then beyond observing, I want to ask a lot of questions, and you're very, very smart. Brooke, you know the kind of questions that you need to ask. True or false?
Yes.
All right.
True.
I think I hear a smile on your face. Is this true? All right. That's good. And the reason that is good is because now you realize, wait a second, I don't need to be afraid anymore. Is that true? All right.
Yes.
Now, I want to spend the remainder of our time, because remember, we're working on a permission slip for you to miss class. I know your professor will love getting that from me. What is behind this fear that you're going to make the wrong decision?
Well, I guess, I'm in college. I don't want to, waste my college degree. And then I've already picked a bunch of different careers, and then I learn about them, and I kind of, lose interest.
But isn't that good? Isn't that good?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I would rather be talking to Brooke, who has picked several different areas of professional interest, and then she's canceled them out, as opposed to talk to Brooke, who picked one, never researched it, didn't listen to her gut, and calls me 10 years from now. So I like the fact that you're crossing stuff off the list.
Yeah.
But I want to go deeper. Is there something from your environment, your story, where you don't have confidence or you feel like a flake in some way? I just feel like I hear that on you. And if I'm wrong, tell me.
No, I would say that's pretty true.
Where's that coming from?
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't really.
Where's that lack of confidence coming from? What's your best guess?
I guess I would say it's a little bit in the way I was raised.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a narrative in your head that you're going to screw up or that you can't succeed. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I listen, this is what matters. This was the part of the question. And that's what's driving this almost frenetic, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this. And it's like you're almost afraid to let your heart choose. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you worried about disappointing your family?
No, not really so much anymore.
Good.
Maybe used to, but.
Yeah. So, you know what's fun about the start of the phone call?
Mm-hmm. Or what?
Is that you said nutrition and or teaching. And you know what's great about both of those? They involve the same core missional result. You want to influence people. True or false?
Mm-hmm. No, that's true.
So I want to take some pressure off of you, and I mean this, because you've listened or watched me enough to trust me to call me today. So you've heard me say something along these lines.
Mm-hmm.
But Brooke, you could be very happy and successful as a teacher and or a nutritionist, and neither one of them would be a wrong decision. Because it's going to come down to the environment in which you do either one of those things. Because the result, while it looks different to the average viewer to look in and go, well, Brooke's a nutritionist or Brooke's a teacher. See, I go below the surface result. And so whether I'm helping a woman or a man turn their nutrition life around and their consumption, and maybe turn their physical life around, and probably their mental and emotional life around. Because they start treating their body like the machine that God created to be. And all of a sudden it starts performing better and they start looking better, feeling better. I mean, that is a cascade, a waterfall of unbelievable positive results. Well, so that's the outward result. But underneath, you're just teaching them. And then if you're teaching high schoolers or college kids or elementary school kids, and you find that little kid that's like a little Brooke who just needed to be encouraged and believed in and challenged, and that outward result looks different than nutrition, but it's the same result. You know what it is? It's influence, Brooke. It's influence. So I want you to go back to the homework assignment I gave you. And I want you to observe and ask. And I want you to listen to your heart. And I want you to, the voice inside your head that says you're not enough, the voice inside your head that says you're going to make the wrong decision, the voice inside your head that says you'll never be a success. I can tell you something. That's not your voice. That's a voice from the pit of hell. And it's influenced by experience and people and environment, all that stuff. But it's not true. Do you believe me?
Mm-hmm, I believe you.
All right. I'm so proud of you, and thank you for being vulnerable. I think you've touched so many people today. I really do. And I hope you're confident. So I want you to hang on the line. I'm going to give you the Get Clear assessment, which is going to give you further confidence. And I'm going to give you From Paycheck to Purpose. The assessment is the compass that'll help you verify the North Star, the mountaintop, whatever you want to use there. And then the book is the guide to help you climb up the mountain. Brooke, I'm proud of you, and I appreciate you. Hang on the line. Brooke and everybody else, remember this: you matter, and you do have what it takes.